Good morning, everyone. This is Sheila. Welcome back to my channel, and this is episode 2 of the File Folder Journal. And today we will be working on, see how far we get, adding the decorative pages inside and then these pockets. And we might get the journal, the booklets done too, but we'll see how the video goes, how long it goes. I am trying to work on a video how I made this pocket on the Cricut. So that will hopefully will be available soon. Okay, so yesterday we left off and we had this, lying flat, and we had some stuff on it to keep it so it would glue. And you can see that there's a little gap here, and that's normal. And from having that gap, you can see that the two inner pieces kind of stick out, if you can see that. So if this bothers you, you can just trim those 2 pages down, or if it doesn't bother you, you can leave it out, because in this one I left them out. I didn't trim. But if it bothers you, like I said, you can trim these 2 pieces. It's about like maybe 2/8 of an inch, possibly, I think. Let's see, it's about 2. Alright, let me get this. If you want to trim it down, it's about, actually it's about a 1/4 of an inch, so you could just trim those 2 pages down a 1/4 of an inch if you like. So anyway, the only thing is, if you do decide to trim this, you're gonna have to compensate for the pages, how wide the pages are gonna be, because where's my book? Do I even have my book in here? Nope, I don't. I think it's in the other room. Anyway, for the inside decorative pages, they measure, let's see, let me get them. Okay, so the inside decorative pages, this, I will have the measurements below. They measure like 5 3/4 by 7 3/4, I believe. Yes. Okay, so before I start gluing my pages, I'm gonna round all the edges. You don't have to round your corners, but I just like the look of it. So I'm just gonna go quickly. You can ink your edges if you like. For this project, I didn't do any inking around the edges. And oh yeah, I was going to show you the paper pads that I'm using. I'll show you that in a moment. I'm trying to use up my stash before I go out and buy any more paper, because I have so much paper. Paper pads that I used, and I believe I got both of these at Michael's, could have been Hobby Lobby also, and this one actually I think I got from Tuesday Morning. So this one is Anna Griffin, and it's the Beautiful Birds paper pad, and the cardstock in this one is really heavy, a lot heavier than regular cardstock. But I used some papers from that book, and then some papers from this one, and I want to say I got this from Michael's too, when they have those the hot buys, and this is Chateau from Craft Smart, and I used some of the papers in this one. Alright, so now, alright, so here you can use double-sided tape if you like, or you can use glue. Make sure that if you have an image that needs to be upright, make sure you're laying them down in the book right, because I've done that so many times, put pages in upside down. Alright, so I think I'm just going to use tape for this for now, because it's just a little faster. You can use whatever glue you like. Go. Woke up this morning, it's so foggy out, it's crazy. It's gonna start warming up here. I guess next week's supposed to be way above average for here, which is, I live in North Carolina. I love that paper. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now, so I don't bore you, is I'm going to pause the camera and I'm going to add my pages, and then I'll come back in a moment. Alright, I'm back. Now all my pages are added. Alright, so now it's time for the pockets. Now, like I said earlier, I am trying to make a video to show you how I cut these out with my Cricut. I have score lines, and I'm not sure if the camera is going to pick that up. But I made 4 of these to add, one to the front cover, the back cover, and then in the middle. You don't have to do all those pockets. It's all in what you like. So before I do anything, I am going to fold down and burnish. Just making sure. I'm going to do one on camera, and then I'm going to do the others off camera. Now I'm going to round my edges. Alright, so now I'm going to add glue all the way around. Don't get any glue here, because you don't want this part to stick. You just want to beat a small bead of glue at the top and along the 3 sides. And make sure again that your book is up facing the right way before you attach your pocket. And I'm just using some tacky glue. I wouldn't suggest double-sided tape on this because, like I said before, you don't want it to fall apart. So if you want your pocket to stay firmly to the page, I suggest to use regular glue. Alright, so now, oops, my thumb's caught. Just gonna lay that down. Make sure it's even. Oops, course. I like to take my bone folder. Now by doing those flaps, it allows some room behind there to stick tags and other ephemera. Alright, so now I'm just going to pause the camera again. I am going to add the rest of my pockets, and this one's crooked. And I'll come back. Alright, so now all the pockets are glued in. Alright, so next is the booklets, or the notebooks, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so okay, right. So for the booklets, how many do I think I got 8 or 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 10 pages. 10 coffee dyed pages. You could use whatever you like. I have one big piece of cardstock, and then this is for the inside covers. Alright, so first you need 10 pieces of paper, no bigger than 7 by 11, folded in half. 7 by 11. It can be smaller if you want to do different sizes, or it could be no bigger than 7 by 11, because then it will stick out. So in my book, in this one, I went and used my ruler to rough up the edges. You don't have to do that. I just chose to do that. And I don't think I'm going to do that in this one. Oh, excuse me. But, so now you take your pages and you're going to fold each one in half individually, because you want to make sure you get a good crease. And then you're just going to start putting them in one by one. Here I have a doily. I have a book page. When I put my book together, I actually trimmed the doily, because it was kind of like, where's my scissors? It was in the way. So I'm just going to cut a little piece off right now. Alright. So now I'm just placing one page inside of another. So you can see that they're different sizes, and if that bothers you, you can trim off edges if you want, but I don't mind it. And then did I round my pages too? No, I rounded my corners on my booklet, but not the pages. You can round everything, all of them off if you want, but I didn't. So, place this inside. For some reason that page is sticking out. I'm just going to trim that a little. Okay. Now, you can attach your pages any way you want. I I'm gonna use my stapler. And what I'm gonna do, okay. Alright, I'm going to use my huge stapler here and put 3 staples in the spine. If you don't have a huge stapler, I will post, if I remember, I'll try to remember to post a video how you do attaching your pages with twine with the 3-hole method, and I'll try to put that below so you can go watch that if you don't have a stapler. Alright, so the pages are basically 7 by 11. The cover is like 7 1/8, and let me measure that. Let me just measure because I think it's a little bit bigger. Yes, 7 1/4 for your outside booklet cover by 11 1/4. Okay, then the spine piece is 2 inches by 7 1/4, and all I did, I'm gonna do it on my board, so make sure it's even. Just gonna score this at 1 inch and fold that in half. Okay, I believe that's all. Oh, what I did was, this is what I did, that's true. I scored it at 1 inch, and then at 1 1/8, 1 1/4. Then I did one at 3/4, and then one at 4/8. So it's kind of like, you see, so when it's folded over, you kind of like make it like a rounded, if you know what I mean. Just so it fits to the book a little better. And I think I'm going to do, I'll do that after. So now I'm going to glue this to the spine. Let's put this aside. Okay. So, again, I wouldn't suggest to use double-sided tape because you don't want it to fall apart. So use tacky glue, use Fabri-Tac, whatever glue you like to use. Alright, so now I'm just gonna place that like this. Open it up. Make sure it's glued. Oop, of course. Alright. For some reason. Alright, so now that's the spine. Alright, so then I don't know why it's doing that, but anyway. Okay, so on the inside, I cut 2 pieces of cardstock at 5 3/8 by 7 1/8, and I'm only going to round the corners, that the outside corners, not the corners on the side that it's up by the spine. So like that. So I only rounded this side. Make sure, if you have an image again, that it's upright. You don't want it to be upside down. I have done that a few times, and I was so mad at myself because you sometimes it's hard to go back and fix it. It just drives me nuts when I do something crazy like that. Okay, so that's that side. And I'm gonna do the same. Oops. I hate when I go over. Just making sure I did it right. I don't want my page upside down. Okay. Alright. Now, on mine, I got pockets, which I used envelopes, but I don't have anything like that. But you can add a pocket like that if you like. But there you go, ready for decorating, ready to go in. And I'm only going to do one on camera because, you know, I don't want to bore you. So then you just slide it on in there. And there's one. Alright, so I'm going to pause the camera one more time. Alright, back. There's one important thing I forgot to do, and we'll do something different. I forgot the closure. You're supposed to... I should have glued in the ribbon before I did my pages, but of course I forgot. But that's okay because we can do an eyelet and add some lace or trim later. So now both booklets are finished. So now this book is ready, excuse me, to embellish. And I will do some journal with me pages on camera. I don't know if I'll do the whole book, but I will do a few so that you can see my style, and if you need any help with any ideas. So yeah, so next video we'll do some decorating, and we'll add the closure because I completely forgot to add the closure. But anyway, I hope you enjoying this video series. If you do, please let me know below. If there's any comments or questions, please feel free to add them below. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Please share my video with your friends. And next time, we'll have some fun decorating. And as always, you have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for watching.